History is filled with tyrants, but some kings ruled with a cruelty so deep their very name became a curse. One of them was Ferdinand VII of Spain, a man once celebrated as the desired one, who quickly turned into the Felon King, a coward in politics, a betrayer of his people, and a man whose private life was whispered about in scandalous tones. This is the story of the most perverted king in history. Ferdinand was born in 1784, the son of King Charles IV and Queen Maria Louisa. But even before he reached the throne, his childhood was poisoned by court intrigue. His mother was rumored to be the lover of the Prime Minister, Manuel Godoy. The young prince grew up resenting his parents, seeing Godoy as the man who had stolen their power and perhaps his mother's affection. Ferdinand's life became a constant game of plots and conspiracies. His single obsession to overthrow his father and claim the crown for himself. In 1808, Europe was under Napoleon's shadow. Spain, divided and weak, became easy prey. Napoleon invited Ferdinand and his father to Bayonne, France. There, both were forced to abdicate. Instead of Ferdinand, Napoleon crowned his own brother, Joseph Bonaparte, as King of Spain. Ironically, while Spain bled in the brutal Peninsular War, Ferdinand sat comfortably in France, presented as a prisoner hero. The people saw him as the rightful king. But what they didn't know was that Ferdinand had no intention of saving them. By 1814, Napoleon's empire was collapsing. The Spanish people, exhausted but victorious, begged for Ferdinand's return. He entered Madrid like a savior, greeted as the desired one. But within weeks, the mask came off. Ferdinand abolished the liberal constitution of 1812, restored absolute monarchy, and began persecuting the very men who had fought for his return. The hero king had revealed himself as a tyrant. Ferdinand's reign was a nightmare for Spain. He silenced the press, banned books, and filled prisons with liberals, reformers, and anyone who dared oppose him. Torture, executions, and exile became common. His betrayal shocked Europe. The same people who had risked their lives against Napoleon were now being hunted by their own king. And yet, Ferdinand was no strong ruler. He lurched between weakness and cruelty, constantly relying on foreign powers to keep him on the throne. Spain stagnated, rebellions broke out, and entire colonies in the Americas declared independence during his reign. He wasn't just a tyrant, he was a disaster for his country. But it wasn't only in politics that Ferdinand earned his dark reputation. Behind palace doors, his life was a tale of lust, humiliation, and obsession. Ferdinand married 4 times. His first 3 wives died young, leaving no heir. Rumors spread that the king was impotent, incapable of producing a child. Desperate, he subjected himself to bizarre medical treatments, ranging from strange diets to humiliating remedies administered by court doctors. His court was infamous for debauchery. Scandals spoke of mistresses, strange fetishes, and his inability to perform the basic duty of a king, producing a successor. It wasn't until his 4th marriage, to Maria Cristina of Naples, that an heir was finally born, Isabella II. But even this sparked new chaos. Many Spaniards questioned Isabella's legitimacy, claiming the weak, sickly king could never have fathered her. His obsession with sex and heirs, combined with his failures as a ruler, cemented his reputation as both a pervert and a political catastrophe. In 1833, Ferdinand finally died, leaving his young daughter, Isabella, as queen. But his death didn't bring peace. Instead, Spain plunged into civil war, the Carlist Wars, over who should truly inherit the throne. Historians remember him as selfish, cowardly, and one of the most destructive kings Spain ever had. A man once called the Desired One, now remembered as the Felon King. His reign weakened Spain, destroyed its colonies, and left behind nothing but disgrace. One historian put it best: few monarchs have ever done so much harm to their own country. So, the next time you hear about kings and queens, remember Ferdinand VII, a man who desired power above all and in the end destroyed everything he touched. History gave him many names, but perhaps the most fitting of all is the most perverted king